Hello there, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to check out the Highmountain Tauren and their brand new customization options, which are coming to the game in patch 9.1.5. Now, this was teased, but it looks like they have finished it, and they've done, and it's incredible. There's some really good options here. So before we jump into all of that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me streaming World of Warcraft, patch 9.1.5, Classic, Retail, all of that good stuff, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so, as I mentioned, the Highmountain Tauren. So, yeah, they said they were working on these, and then all of a sudden, they're there. And they have a bunch of options. They actually have more options than their Tauren cousins. So, yeah, there is way more options for them. So, it's insane. It's actually crazy comparing it to the old version of it. That was kind of rubbish, honestly. So, yeah, there is some good options here. So, it's going to take a little bit to look through them. So, let's just jump straight into it, guys, with the male Highmountain Tauren. So as you can see in patch 9.1.5, they do have this option that shows you all of the new options, which I think is really handy and super handy for me for sure. So let's start with skin color. Previously there were 4, there are now 9 to choose from. Now a lot of these are extremely similar to the regular Tauren, as you'd imagine, like this one here, which is the kind of blonde one. I actually really like this one when they did put it on the original Tauren in Shadowlands, and I like it even more on the Highmountain. So yeah, as you can see, there are 9 new options. As I said, a lot of them just kind of straight ripped from the original Tauren, but that's absolutely fine, honestly. I think they look really good, and it's a nice bit of variety for the Highmountain. No new faces for the Highmountain. It looks like they're still going with the original 5 faces, which isn't too bad. There's a lot of variety in those faces, as you can see as I kind of slide it around there. It's actually quite a lot. The next option is the 4 main. So actually on the original Tauren, there's not really any options. There's like maybe 2 options for the Highmountain, though. There are 8 in total. So let's zoom in a little bit more here and take a look. So we have short, we have long. Look at that. It's like a little quiff there, I think it is. Parted, braided. I love this, by the way. Look how cool that braided one is. That is actually amazing. Shaggy, slick back, and natural, and swept. So there are the options there. Obviously, the highlight for me being, of course, that braided one, which is just actually really cool. A lot of the stuff, like the design of the Highmountain Tauren, they really put a lot of love into it. There's some really cool options here, which, as I said, were not actually included on the updates for the original Tauren in Shadowlands. So full main, a bunch of options there that were never even there before. For hair, there used to be only 3, it looks like, and now there are 9. So we have drape, we have knot, and the hair is mostly just down the sides here, as you can see. We have ring, which is using those new rings, which is cool. Wrap, ceremonial, which is more feathers, thin braids, and that's about it. So yeah, not really a massive amount of variety there. It is cool though, I'm not gonna lie, it is cool to have that option there. As I said, there was only a few options before, which I believe were just kind of these, like ornate and traditional. So it's kind of just an extension of that. Having different designs of like the hairband thing, you know, I don't know what the actual description is. I'm sure there's an actual word for it, but yeah, the thing that holds the hair together, let's call it that. So yeah, I do like that one though. Ring is one of my favorites. So for beard, there are originally 4 options here. Not a massive amount of variety. So as we go in, there are now 9, surprisingly, just like everything else. So you have tuft, you have long, you have bead, you have flowing, bushy, and that's about it. But there's not really, yeah, I mean, with this one, there's not a bunch. Like, actually, ring, the original ring one here, matches the new one at the back there. So you can have a ring beard and a ring hair to have like a little bit of matching there. And it looks like there's a few bits here that are matching. As you can see with the different hairstyles, you can see like knot here matches long and things like that. So yeah, you can kind of get a good bit of matching and a good bit of continuity between some of these customization options. But yeah, nothing too crazy on the beards. They're not like a massive beard or anything like that, just kind of like your standard Tauren looks as you'd expect. Nothing new with eye color. Eye color was actually added in Shadowlands, but yeah, nothing new there. Headdress, we have 3 options, which we previously had none. So we have none, we have simple, you can see it there in the middle, and we have feathered, which is just more feathers on the Highmountain. Now, you can get really feathery. You can almost look like a duck at this point, but we'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, the headdress is kind of cool. So the actual simple one is included in the feathered one. So yeah, it's essentially just one, and then you add the feathers as a different option there. So yeah, a little bit of variety there on the face options. So yeah, a ton of stuff already for the male Highmountain. So let's move into horn style, and this is where it gets really cool. So previously there were 5, there are now 9. So you have high stakes, You have right. Now look at this. This is actually a smashed off horn. This is something that the original Tauren do not have. I think that's great, honestly. And as you'd imagine, there'll be a left one. Bulldozer, which is kind of the same, just together. And that's basically it. So really the highlight here is the broken off one. That's awesome. I love that. I hope the original Tauren do get that at some point. Horn color, this is a completely new option here, so you can actually choose the coloration of your horns. A few options to choose from, the white one being kind of cool. But yeah, nothing too crazy there. But yeah, still some brand new options. And of course, horn markings making a return, which was there previously. And that's just a little checkbox there that adds a little bit of design to that. Now, one thing that is actually new on the Highmountain is the option for horn decoration. So as you can see here, on some of the horns, you've actually got some extra bits that you can stick on. So as you can see here, you've got wrapped. As I said, it is only on a few of the horns, but when it does add, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool design, right? So it adds like rings, it adds feathers and stuff like that. So yeah, I do like that a lot. So one thing that, you know, it's between kind of horn wraps as well. So horn wraps is like this. So there's a couple options to choose from. There's a couple colors. So you have red and kind of a bluey color there. And again, that kind of varies between the different horns depending on the horn style. You'll get wraps or you'll get decoration. So yeah, it's just, as I said, it just depends on which horn style you're going to be going there. But some of them do have both, as you can see. So horn wraps and decoration. So as we move on, we have feather. This is a couple options here. You have casual and you have prominent. So prominent is just a high feather in the air, and casual is just a laying down feather in the foremane there at the front. So yeah, another new option which was not there previously, which is nice to see. Nose piercing, this is again a brand new option. There are 5 to choose from. So you have ring, you have bone ring, you have a tusk, which is cool, goes straight through the nose there, and you have a bound ring, which is, I think is really cool. I think the nose piercing option is ripped pretty much straight from the regular Tauren, but there are some new options in there exclusively for the Highmountain, which I do like a lot. So as we move into the final options here, the body paint is not new. This is actually something which was there previously, and all the colors are exactly the same. The new option here, however, is the tail option. So no options before for the tail. We now have 3 options. So we have brushed, we have fluffy, and we have untamed, and that changes the bit at the end here, as you can see as I switch that around. You've also got tail decoration, so you've got none, you've got linen wrap, you've got a rope bead, you've got totem, and I do like that totem one. That's actually awesome. That looks great, actually. And those are the options. So those were not there previously, and as I said, a lot of synergy between the different customization options. Like this is the same design as some of the stuff on the front there, so you can really get it kind of looking matchy, or you can just go crazy with it and just, you know, go nuts and have some crazy options there. So yeah, that's all of the male options. There's a lot. I'm sorry, I did go through that a lot. So let's go through the female options now and see what is new for the Highmountain female. Okay, so over to the female Highmountain Tauren. Now, a lot of these options, as you'd imagine, are very similar to the male. So we have the exact same skin color options as previous, so we have 9 to choose from now, as opposed to the previous 4, all looking really great. Again, this one being my personal favorite. Nothing new on the faces. Foremane is here. This is really cool, actually. This is different to the actual original Tauren as well. So we have short, we have swept left, we have swept right, we have blunt, which is just ridiculous. We have parted, we have beaded, so you got some beads there, cool. And pulled back, which is kind of interesting. So a lot more variety, actually. Yeah, it definitely changes the look of your character quite a bit, this 4 main option. So yeah, I love to see that. That's really cool. So for hair, we had previously 5 options. We now have a few more. We have 9 in total, I believe. So as we move on, so we can have a look at this one. It's called Tide. We have loops, which is cool. Yeah, they look actually really cool. I like that a lot. We have side swept, which is just on the side. And then ringed is our final one. Again, getting that synergy between the hairstyles and some like the horn decoration and stuff like that is really cool with these Highmountain Tauren. So hair decoration, we have maned, we have braids, I believe these are just down the side here. Feathers, yeah, you can see that there. And wraps, again, very matchy, like it a lot, I like it a lot, so that's cool. So yeah, we got a couple of options there for hair decoration, which was not there previously. So all of these options are brand new. Much like the male, we do have a headdress, so we have, let's kind of move this foremane out of the way somehow. Okay, there we go, there it is. Yeah, so we have simple and we have feathered, so which is the same as the male there. So we have the headdress, oh no, it does change, there you go. So the feathered one does actually change a little bit. So the simple one has a little gem, and the feathered one has a little icon thing, which is cool. Nothing new on the eye color, as you'd imagine. So on horde style, there used to be 5, there are now 8. So we have left, which is broken off, right, which is broken off, which is actually different to the left one, which is kind of interesting. And then finally, pronged is the final one. More like a reindeer, that's kind of cool. Horn color, again, ripped straight from the male, which is, you love to see it, as I said. It's something that wasn't there before, and it adds a lot of different design to your character. Horn markings, again, something that's not new. Horn wraps, much like the male, this is actually really cool. So you can see on like some of the horn styles, there's some really unique designs with the horn wraps, which I like a lot. No color option though, unfortunately. It looks like there is just going to be kind of stuck with the red or the blue, depending on the horn style, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Horn decoration also making a return here for the females. It looks like a lot more of the horns actually have horn decoration than the male, along with the horn wraps. So yeah, you can really get a good look there. Look at this one. This one's got like little Christmas baubles on it. Yeah, there you go. You've also got the feather option, as you can see, just that. Not the same as the male. Yeah, you just get the one option for the feather, not the 2 options that they have. Earrings, again, this is actually a new option, I believe. So we have unpierced, we have ring, gemstone, feather, and totem. I love those little totems, actually. That's so cool. I love that a lot. It's gonna be cool on a shaman. Nose piercing, again, a brand new option for the female here. So we have iron, bone, tusk, and that's it. So yeah, very similar to the male. No golden ring though, unfortunately. It looks like they've missed out on that option. But you do get this kind of nose piercing here, which is not actually available on the male. And finally, we head into the accessories. No new options for body paint. This is all the same, and I think this option was always really fine. I think one thing they could have done potentially is separate the coloration between head and body, but you know, now we're just being picky. So tail, once again, very much like the male, we're going to have brushed and untamed. So not actually as many options, unfortunately. But there is still the options of the different tail decorations, which are exactly the same as the male, including this awesome totem one. So you love to see it. It looks really cool. So yeah, the male and female actually slightly different in regards to what they get and what are the good things and the bad things. The female definitely getting a lot more customization in regards to the horns. You can really get them looking kind of crazy. I mean, look at this look right now. It's absolutely wild. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Do let me know down below what you think of the brand new Highmountain options. They absolutely trounced all over the original Tauren. I'm so sorry for people who race changed in Shadowlands, because the Highmountain just took over as the best cow race in World of Warcraft, and that's a fact. If you want to argue it, let me know, but I think there's some cool options there, and they've really gone ham, and they really have, you know, shown their passion and just done some really great options for the Highmountain. Also, let me know down below if you have any suggestions which you think would be cool for the Highmountain. Again, I'd said a few little bits here and there, but I think for what we're getting, I think it's cool. And for something that we had no idea was coming either, it's good to see. So before I go, guys, I have to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome. And if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members. And as I said, I am now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me checking out the 9.1.5 PTR, all of the Legion time walking stuff, which has just been activated, we're going to be checking that out on stream very, very soon. So if you want to check me out, guys, twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.